hopes again. Getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Heaven just knows what it was. Will I go back to the place where I belong? Everyone could break my heart, but I try my best to not fall apart. And I found it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. You'll be my pleasure. It's always love. I know the answers in my heart, so I'll try my best to not fall apart. And I found it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. Will you be my pleasure? To let go. Memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, the ones who never say never. Will you be my pleasure? Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. without you. I remember myself, my name, forgot about all you tried to change. Familiar was the sound of your voice as I continue to walk on by. It has been a year and now I'm living on the line. It has been a year and now I'm thinking what's mine, that I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you. Forgetful, I admit that I've lost my place. My memory's gone erased. Like a scratch, only the scar remains. For we are better apart from all the pain. Distant like the stars up above. There's no love I cannot see. And in a moment, that's when I knew I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you.
Here we go. Live. Hello, everyone. Hello to all the 961 gamers and NASR esports fan. This is Sam, and you can see on my screen also Hawani, if I'm saying the name right, and Chaos. Chaos, the coach of CSGO team. Hawani, you're the gaming operation brain in NASR esports. Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. It's an honor to have you guys here. I know it's your first time showing up to the Lebanese people as Nasser Esports on screen. They know the team, they just don't know the faces behind the organization. So, how you doing?
Mhm.
How you living with the COVID-19? Let's start something daily.
Well, yeah, it's not good for everyone, and I, it's not good for everyone, and also it's been tremendous difficult for us also, like all the other teams and organizations. But I mean, this is what we are facing as a humanism. So we need to get over with it, and we need to be strong, and we need to gain whatever that is necessary from this situation and try to do best from the worst situation. So I guess it's the same for everyone. I just hope everyone is healthy and
And keeping the team safe.
everyone's families should be healthy and yeah, keeping the team safe. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as our viewers already know, we have the show is divided into three parts. The first part is going to be about the
Hmm.
organization, the future. The second part is going to be about you guys, your personal life. How did you start in esports? And the third part is going to be some final words, some final plans, some discussion between us, a free discussion. So, as a first start, I'm gonna start asking Huani, since you are the management part of Nasr Esports. Tell us more about Nasr Esports. How did this big organization, the most successful organization in the Arab world, at least in CS:GO, how did it all start?
The organization itself was basically founded by our CEO called his name is Lalit. He's from India and he's based in Dubai, and he basically started with finding a player, this famous superstar player that we have called the Tekken Master. His name is Zaid
Yeah,
Hashim from Bahrain, who competed Evo's 2016 and finished second place. Were like he was the he lost against a world champion called Sonic Fox. So we actually started our team actually started with him together, and he was our actually first player that we got for NASR Esports in 2016. That's how we started. Now we grew up to become a number one like esports organization. I can
Based in
proudly say
Dubai.
that in MENA region, in terms of consistent global achievement, we already have players from 18 different countries. Most of them comes from the MENA region, of course,
yeah.
and our players and teams compete in 11 different games. And we just want to help and support the player in the region to realize and fulfill their dreams to the future.
So different to what people think, Nasr Esports is Jordanian organization or Emirati organizations. There's always this discussion.
Hmm.
So, how would you describe it
Hmm.
better? Is it Jordanian? Is it Emirati? Is it MENA? Is it you don't care about which country you represent? It's the guys from MENA that you care about.
Oh, we do care about the MENA region. That is our priority.
Yeah.
From my perspective, we want to become an organization where it becomes like a gateway for the all the MENA players to actually achieve their goals to the future. I mean, future esports on a global level, and we would like to train them and support them in many ways in order to have them compete against other global teams in the world. And me and our CEO, we both think that there are many talented MENA players. We just need to build a good system for them in order to make sure they can compete against the world competitive global teams.
Good, good. So it's a
So
very
we're actually based on Mina. Yeah,
in
we're
MENA,
from
yeah.
Mina. Yeah.
It's a very political answer. I liked it.
Hmm.
So you're not putting yourself in a certain count in a certain country. So I'm gonna move on.
No, I mean Mina as in itself, it's already a big region. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's big and everyone
Hmm.
it's still everyone knows everyone in MENA, and that's a good thing.
Hmm.
I liked it when you want
Yes.
to reach out to a tournament, you can in one phone call get many many competitors, many teams. It's a good thing. I'm
Hmm.
gonna move on to the to chaos and ask you about your situation in NASR Esports. We all know you as the CS:GO coach of NASR Esports. Is it all that you want to do in NASR
Yeah.
Esports? Uh, do you feel like you can give more to this organization? Do you feel that you can be in a higher ranked in this organization, or is it just for you? It's enough to be an CS:GO coach.
Yeah. First of all, I'm happy to be in the show, Sam. It's a pleasure.
It's ours too.
About my situation, Nasser. Uh, Basically, I'm aiming for the top in a lot of things that I do. First of all, I started as a CS:GO coach, as you may know, from 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and I've been basically working like as a professional CS:GO coach for the past 2 years, while at the same time unofficially working as the head of affairs games in NASR Esports because I haven't announced it yet, to be honest. I've been deciding how to announce that, but uh, I was like, there's more important things for me to do rather than announce that to the public because there's a lot of things that we have to do while we're working as a CS:GO coach plus as a manager.
yeah,
So for me actually, I'm aiming to in the end in my future to build a big esports organization in the Middle East that aims to take all the top placements in a lot of the games, to be honest, especially FPS games, because that's my passion.
yeah. And you know that a lot of young kids look up to Nasr Esports, and you are one of the few that you go publicly and say we are now recruiting, looking for players. How does this policy work out for you, Huwani? Do you think it's the better policy to do and just shout out to the players, come and let's give you a try, or just go and look for some players?
Well, it's actually both sides, to be honest. We also get recommendations, and we do have our a website where people are sending emails about they want to become a professional gamer. Of course, we have our staff and the coaching staff who look after these talented players, and we check them. We go through all the players and asking them in order to make sure these guys are talented and they have a professional uh, talent in their heart and everything. So uh, I just want to tell you that esports cannot be done by only the motivation. You also need the talent, and you also need a very good discipline in order to grow your level to the professional level. So I don't mind coming through the community, of course, or but most of the time we get recommended by our players and the coaches,
Yeah,
and I respect that because our coach has been coaching in the MENA region, and also they've been looking after their players, and all the players also know each other because the region itself, as you said, Sam, it's not a big region,
yeah,
even though there are many countries and many players. So basically, all the players know each other.
true.
So that's how we get the recruitment.
Yeah, yeah, and I think you are players would love to go be part of Nasr Esports, and as Lebanese we have Spy Dera that's now a part of your Valorant team, and he has some big fans here in Lebanon.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go through your experience in the Blast Pro series. I don't know who wants to talk about it more, but I would love to hear about how did you see yourself there? How did you compare your level against those big guys in CS:GO? Did you find it a very big gap, or do you think I can do better next year and I know my weaknesses and I can do better? Who's gonna tell me more about it? And Chaos or Huani?
Chaos Content, since he's the CS:GO coach.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you, Juani. Do you want to start with the Calyxton Cup, or do you want to just go straight into Blast?
Let's go into Blast. We're going to talk about Calix later on because they're going to have next tournaments on this weekend. So we're going to make a special episode for it. So let's stick to the Blast. Let's compare Nasser
Right.
to the
Let's
European
stick to the
teams.
Blast. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
to the big
Give me the
tournaments.
Blast. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, okay. So we were going into this tournament with literally having us compete against the best team in the world at that time, Gambit.
Yeah.
Somehow they ended up being in the showdown rather than the finals, and it was up to us to go there and show what we can do. To be honest, I felt that in our game against Gambit, in the Dust 2 map, I would say we were competitive at the beginning. We actually had a lot of chances to get to a really good scoreline. But as you know, they have the experience. They have worked really hard. Their roster has been there for a long time. So some mistakes on our end got us cost us a lot of rounds, and it ended up being a 16-8 scoreline in the end.
Yeah.
Whereas when you go about Vertigo, it's literally their best map, and we didn't really have enough time to prepare on that map, to be honest, and it ended being there. But it was a really good experience, I believe.
Yeah.
It showed us that they're not unstoppable.
Yeah.
They're not invincible. Like, we're not coming into the first match, the first Dust 2 match. Yeah, we can't out aim them. No, we were actually out aiming them.
Yeah.
It was okay. We had like a lot of our players out aiming them, but it's their experience. They have a lot of experience. They did a lot of hard work, and they're the top one team, of course. So if we do a mistake, they capitalize really hard on it, and that's how it ended, unfortunately. But I believe that's a good sign for the future. It gives me a good hope that we can actually come there and compete and win against these teams. But it needs a lot of hard work and a lot of effort from
And
me and the players
it
as
needs
well.
a lot of commitment and maybe some uh, more time for training. So I think the team is only playing CS:GO there. Maybe your team, your players has something else to do, so school, university, or other work, or is it, they are totally professionals?
Actually, we have people studying in the university, and we have people also like that have work. It's really hard for players in MENA, especially,
Yeah,
to drop down from the university. You do the culture,
yeah,
the
yeah,
MENA culture. It's just hard to commit to esports. I think in the near future things might change where it becomes like as a really like profitable job. That's okay. Instantly, esports is something I can go for and just drop from my studies. But I think we're just still not there yet.
it's gonna need time. It's gonna need some dollars. It's gonna need some big sponsors like the one that the guys have.
Yeah, a lot
Uh,
of dollars.
a lot of although I think Boros got some good comments from Gambit. I think it's Boros, right? Some one player of
It
Gambit
was Boss and
realized.
Realize.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it was Boss plus Realize because
yeah,
because Boss didn't play his best, but he had more to show, to be honest, in that game.
yeah.
But he had like a problem where his mouse literally broke before the match, and
Oh,
we had to use another mouse instead for him. So
it's
it's fine.
it
Things
ruins the
happen. We
mentality.
move
So,
on. We
honestly,
aim for the yeah, things happen. That's life, right?
yeah.
Things will happen. Things will change. So
Yeah.
we have players that can compete, and we're working on developing them to reach the next level.
Yeah, yeah, I hope so. All the luck, guys. So, Hawani, I'm gonna ask you about your future
Yes.
plans as NASR Esports. Where do you see NASR Esports in the coming years? Do you want to stop on the 11 or 12 games? I don't know how many games you said that you are into, but do you see NASR Esports going more into more games, or do you think that's enough for now? We must stick to these games and we'll decide later. Do you want to move to Europe? Do you want to stay in Dubai? Do you have any fixed plan for the near future? Let's not talk about the far future, the near future.